What's poppin', people? It's Dante, just going for a walk here in Philadelphia, thinking about how to make progress in your street photography. And so when I consider the word progress, which derives from the Latin word progressus, pro meaning forward, gradi meaning walk or step, you know, to make progress is to simply step forward. You know, that's where the motivation is. It's within the two legs and the movement of your physical body. And so why make progress? I think to grow, to expand, and to make larger your photographic archive, your catalog, your collection of photographs is the ultimate aim. You know, for me, to continuously press the shutter, to continuously go out there and make new pictures is my goal in life. You know, my goal is to make progress. You know, to stagnate and to dwell and to look back at old work and to not continue making more photographs is, to me, almost like the ultimate death of a photographer. It's this slow and gradual sort of death. But to make progress is the goal. And so how can we make progress? Well, I believe that making progress is something that we each individually define. So for me, making progress means making more photographs. For others, it might mean that they make a good photograph. But I think in order to cultivate progress, in order to actually improve your photography, you must detach from the outcome entirely. And what that means is whether or not you make a good or bad photograph is really critical to overcome, you know, where you're detached from the results. You know, for me, I consider photography very similar to weightlifting, right? And so when I go into the gym and I'm lifting weights, I'm not thinking about, oh, I'm gonna have such big muscles, or oh, I'm gonna be getting stronger. I'm simply making the effort each and every day through discipline to actually do the thing. And so, yeah, considering weightlifting this way and photography, yeah, it really does come down to the discipline of making the effort each and every day despite the outcome. Because when I'm weightlifting, I mean, it might not be for another year or two until I see any very minimal gradual results, right? It's not like you start doing push-ups and the next day, you know, you become super strong. It's something that happens gradually over time. And I think with photography, it's very, very similar, because the results don't come instantly. It's something that requires a long-term sort of view. You know, it's not about making anything good right now. And so because of that, I highly suggest, if you want to make progress with your photography, to go off the grid, to go to the iPhone app, delete Instagram off the phone, go to the wrench, click it, delete account, deactivate, whatever you have to do. Get rid of your Instagram account entirely and create your own WordPress.org website. It's very simple. Just go to bluehost.com, post your first name, last name, and try this out. Detach completely from any audience. Detach completely from any likes or comments. You know, this to me is the ultimate distraction, right? It's the sort of dopamine of using these social media apps. And I think that you need to actually detach from dopamine as well and have this long-term view in mind to make the progress that you're looking for. So yeah, firstly, I would say delete Instagram and create a website. And the reason why I suggest creating a website is because it does give you a platform or a place to host your photographs. And so for 2025, maybe a good resolution for some photographers would be to embark on a 365-day project where you make the effort to photograph every single day and only publish the photographs to your own personal website, and give yourself that discipline of showing up every day, of actually making the effort to make the photographs each and every day, and to be disciplined about the 365-day thing. You know, maybe this is something that people need. I think that in order to make progress, you need to make pictures. And so, yeah, with that, maybe this is a good idea. And then when I consider some other very practical suggestions, actually, I mean, it really doesn't have anything to do with photography, this advice on how to make progress, but I believe it does go a long way. And so for that being, eliminating carbohydrates, vegetables, fruits, breads, pastas, grains, and all of these things from your diet, and becoming disciplined to a strict 100% carnivore diet, and fasting throughout the day, eating only once per night. And this may sound unconventional or crazy, but actually once you give it a try, you realize that it does help with your photography. You know, for me, when I'm fasted and I have a clear connection between my mind and my body, that being the gut biome, and the relationship between our physiology and our biological makeup, like when you think about it, right, our eyes are connected to our brain and our eyes communicate to one another. If you're digesting food in your tummy while you're out there photographing, you're gonna experience brain fog. I mean, for me, after doing this carnivore diet for 2 years, whenever I have anything that's not meat, just for the next couple of like hours or day, I feel like shit. You know, I feel like there's something in carbohydrates that do inhibit your ability to not only make photos, but also to just think and to like do anything. So yeah, for me, I think of a street photographer very similar to that of a hunter. And so a hunter, like a lion, doesn't eat throughout the day. A lion isn't satiated before it goes for its hunt. You know, a lion goes out there and it's hunting and it's looking and it's searching. And I think that when you're eating and you're digesting throughout the day, if you're hungry and you go to get a snack while you're out shooting, your connection between your brain and your eyes, it's going to be off. You're not going to have that intuition in your gut. You're not going to have that sharp visual acuity, noticing the patterns in nature and human behavior and all the fleeting moments and things that are happening around you as quickly. You know, when a hunter is on its hunt, the eyes of the hunter are laser focused. And so, yeah, maybe in order to cultivate progress and to actually improve our photography, we should consider the foods that we consume and how this will improve our photography. And so, yeah, just eat red meat and don't eat until right before you go to sleep. You know, I do eat, you know, like a couple hours before you go to sleep. Like whenever the sun sets, just eat. And so what I do is, in order for me to stay disciplined with my approach, I wait until the end of the day to cull through my photographs. And I wait until I finish culling through my photographs and publishing my photographs to then eat. So I do really treat it like this hunter sort of lifestyle, very primal way of doing it, where I go through my photos, I make my selections, I back them up, and then I eat. So yeah, I think there is something about the reward system of removing dopamine, removing distractions, and staying laser focused on the goal of making more pictures. I think it's really simple. You just have to make more photographs. You know, I can't give you any advice in terms of camera gear or composition or any of the other superfluous things in the realm of photography, because it all does correlate back to discipline. And so yeah, if you're looking to improve your photography this year, if you're looking to make progress, just remember that progress means to move forward, to continuously go out there each day, and to embrace the spirit of play. You know, you don't have to take it too seriously. Kind of just treat your photography like a visual diary of your day. And yeah, remember that progress takes time and discipline. So yeah, just have a long-term horizon. Don't think about the immediacy of coming home and being attached to the photographs. Kind of detach yourself from the outcome, detach yourself from anyone looking at the work, and stay in the process of making pictures. And yeah, I think ultimately you'll make progress. So yeah, just some thoughts today about progress and photography. Hopefully some of it will help you. And yeah, see you on the other side of the horizon, man. Just stay outside. For me, that's where I thrive. But anytime I'm inside, I feel like my soul just slowly dies. And because of that, you know, I'm always out there with my eyes wide open, looking and wondering what's out there, and just staying infinitely curious each day. So yeah, I think that is the way. And this world is so open. There's so much to see and do and explore. And you know, despite where you may be in the world, yeah, you can always find time to make a photograph. There's no excuse.